The month of July 2025 has been a blessing for the superhero genre in film. Superman came out knocking everyone's expectations with a more over-the-top, sincere, and positive film that dares to say that kindness and goodness is the new punk rock. And as of this recording, Fantastic Four First Steps is already a success in its opening weekend. Having just seen the film, I can finally say I enjoyed an MCU film wholeheartedly that wasn't related to the X-Men or Spider-Man. The love and care is evident in the film's setting, story, and reverence to the time and era of when the original Fantastic Four made their comic debut all the way back in 1961. Critically speaking, both of these films have their pros and cons to them, and it won't take you long to find contrarians and cynics denigrating both films as more by-the-numbers superhero features. And to them I say, thank you for your opinion, the exit is to your left. Because what film critics, both professional and amateur, don't appreciate about these films is the reverence the filmmakers show for the source materials and the willingness to commit to the zany world of superhero comics. I am the generally beautiful and moronic hack, and in this audio-focused video, I will do my best to explain what I hope the successes of these two superhero films mean for the future of the genre and how it can get out of its mediocre hole the genre dug itself in these past 6 years. As many online critics and pundits have bellowed loudly in recent years, the superhero genre is going through a rut due to an oversaturation of mediocre films with lackluster stories, by-the-numbers action, and a severe lack of recognizable characters to bring audiences back. Because of this, these same critics and pundits have become jaded and bitter and only celebrate the failures of a project rather than lament it. So imagine my surprise when this month, 2 good superhero movies come out and these same critics and pundits have either nothing substantial to say or are too afraid to admit when a movie is actually good. Now I should clarify that I'm mainly describing the online reception, and the actual reality is that regular everyday people are enjoying these movies. Now I'm not giving the general audience carte blanche on what constitutes good movies, but it is important to observe trends. And the trend to observe for the summer of 2025 is that you can make comic book movies that are not afraid or embarrassed of their own source materials. Remember this well, the best adaptations are not necessarily the most accurate, but translate the source the best it can to the medium of film without sacrificing the unique qualities that made the source material special in the first place. The reality is, your favorite superhero film, regardless of who made it and when it came out, had to have many drafts of the script, a director who understood the assignment, and a production team willing to go the extra mile to bring a vision to life. And all of that was evident in both James Gunn's Superman and Matt Shakman's The Fantastic Four First Steps. As I stated, the common denominator for Superman and Fantastic Four is that both films are prioritizing to faithfully and creatively represent the worlds of superhero comics. It is a breath of fresh air for a comic book fan like myself to see these movies not shy away from the unique aspects of superhero comics, whether that's Lex Luthor's pocket dimension prison or having an entire underground kingdom beneath Manhattan called Subterranea. The great thing about comics is its ability to take nonsensical or even far-out concepts and make it work through compelling writing and awe-inspiring artwork. There is a healthy balance to how you can rework these ideas in film. My issue for the longest time is the balance has leaned too heavily in the direction of misinterpreting or not understanding the appeal of these stories and characters. And because of that, I chose not to watch mainstream superhero movies, barring a few exceptions, these past 6 years. I was content that comic book movies, as they are now, were simply not made for comic book fans. But now I have hope that this genre is finally starting to take a new turn. Obviously, it is too early to tell if DC and Marvel will learn the right lessons of their most recent successes. However, I am confident that they won't ignore it. The overwhelming love and support Superman and Fantastic Four have rightfully earned show that the audience is ready for the superhero genre to do what it does best. That is to show exceptional people triumph over unbeatable odds, and along the way has some campy fun, mushy romance, and most importantly, be sincere. One last thing. In 2008, The Dark Knight and Iron Man were released around the same time. The two films were similar in their approach of persuading the audience that superheroes could exist in reality. The Dark Knight mixed the world of Batman characters with crime drama tropes that focused its narrative on showing a morality tale that reflected the struggles of its time. Iron Man was a mixture of an action sci-fi film with character drama. Its story focused on Tony Stark's flaws as a person and how through tragedy and triumph he became a better man. If you remove the superheroics, the first Iron Man movie is about a warmonger facing the consequences of his war profiteering and how that affects innocent people. And for better or for worse, these two films set the blueprint for how superhero films will be adapted for over a decade. My hope is that Superman and Fantastic Four lay a new foundation for superhero movies to follow. Movies that are not embarrassed of their source material, that respect the visions of comic book writers and artists, and invoke the same spirit of the comics for non-comic readers to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Did you enjoy Superman or Fantastic Four? Do you agree or disagree with my opinion on how superhero films should be made from here on out? Let me know in the comments and leave a like on the video. It will be much appreciated. This is Hack, sign off.